Do you want more success, more growth, more results? Then it's time for the Boundless Success Accelerator from the Modern Observer Group. This isn't your average coaching program. It's where top performers come to dominate. Weekly group sessions, on-demand coaching, a community that's got your back, and a power-packed library of tools to supercharge your business and career. No more excuses, no more waiting. Get in, level up, and start building the life you've been dreaming about. Visit us at modernobserver.com/boundless success to join today. Let's get you to the next level. We're here because the news is being distorted. We're here because people are being inundated with misinformation on social media. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup.
This is the raw, naked truth.
Men banned from U.S. women's sports. Ukraine wants nuclear weapons. Sweden suffers its worst mass shooting, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. President Trump on Wednesday signed the No Men in Women's Sports executive order, fulfilling one of his major campaign promises of keeping biological men out of girls and women's sports. Trump signed the executive order on National Girls and Women in Sports Day, which celebrates female athletes in women's sports and those who are committed to providing equal access to sports for all females. This doesn't have to be long. It's all about common sense, Trump said before signing the order, adding that women's sports will be only for women. Trump declared, "The war on women's sports is over." The Senate will look to beat House Republicans to the punch next week on plans to enact President Donald Trump's agenda via the budget reconciliation process. Ahead of a weekly lunch meeting hosted by Senate Steering Committee Chairman Rick Scott, a plan was unveiled by Senate Budget Committee Chairman Lindsey Graham to push for a committee vote next week on a first bill with plans for an additional reconciliation bill later in the year, a Senate Republican source told Fox News Digital. The first bill would include Trump's priorities for border security, fossil fuel energy, and national defense. The second bill would focus on extending Trump's tax policies from the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Ukrainian President Zelensky this week said that if the U.S. cannot guarantee a quick path towards NATO membership, then there are alternative security options Kiev would accept: nuclear weapons. The chance of them getting their nuclear weapons back is somewhere between slim and none, retired Lieutenant General Keith Kellogg, special envoy to Ukraine and Russia, said in a statement. Let's be honest about it. We both know that's not going to happen. In 1994, following the collapse of the Soviet Union, Ukraine agreed to give Russia its nuclear arms in exchange for reassurances from Russia, the U.S., and the U.K. that its sovereignty and independence would be respected, a treaty Moscow has violated with its repeated invasions. And in an interview on Tuesday, Zelensky argued that Ukraine should be given its arms back if a timely NATO membership is off the table. Sweden saw its worst mass shooting in the country's history Tuesday after a gunman entered an adult education center west of Stockholm, killing 11 people and injuring 5 more. Now a suspect has been named by Swedish media. Rickard Andersson, age 35, described as a loner who doesn't seem to like people. A motive for the crime has not been established. According to police, the shooting was carried out with an automatic firearm, which Sweden's public broadcaster suggested was a hunting weapon legally owned by the suspect. The major U.S. tolling company that was sold to a Singapore based firm under the Biden administration is reigniting national security concerns over its links to China after it won the Easy Pass contract for the New Jersey Turnpike for $250 million, more than the American company that has operated it for 22 years. In September, the New Jersey Turnpike Authority awarded TransCore, owned by Singapore Technologies Engineering, known as ST Engineering, the full authority to run the operation for the $1.73 billion, beating out Newark's Conduit Inc., whose final offer was $1.479 billion. Now, Conduit is crying foul, questioning the reasoning behind TransCore winning the contract it held for over 2 decades and the risks the decision could carry. Conduit filed an appeal over Nashville-based TransCore's award, voicing concerns that owner ST Engineering's parent company, Temasek Holding, is wholly owned by the government of Singapore with substantial ties to China. Those ties give the Chinese government more access to American data through EasyPass than even they have through TikTok. That's the raw naked truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcasts app, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.